Let's talk on there, bro. And they were talking about Stephon Marbury. Okay, if you don't know who Stephon Marbury was, Starberry from Coney Island, New York, one of the best high school players to ever come out, bro. A lot of people call him the best point guard to ever come out of New York. All right, as far as his accolades and who he was, and what he went on to become in the NBA. But Gilbert Arenas was pretty much saying that Stephon Marbury, he was agreeing with a couple guys on there that said Stephon Marbury should be a Hall of Famer. And here's my thing, bro. If we talked about Chauncey Billups not being a Hall of Famer, I didn't think Chauncey Billups was a Hall of Famer. You know, I'm not going to think Stephon Marbury is a Hall of Famer. And I'm just being honest with you. The numbers are all right. 19, I think 19 and 8 is what he averaged for his career. Two-time All-Star, two-time first team. I think he made the NBA team 2 times. It's just not enough for me in a 14-year career. All right. Stephon Marbury, was he a really good player? Yes. You know, was Joe Johnson a really good player? Do you think Joe Johnson's gonna make the All-Star? Make the Hall of Fame? I don't know. I think Joe Johnson should, but I don't think he's one of the borderline type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes are on the borderline, and Stephon Marbury is one of those guys that's on the borderline that I think will not make it because he did not make enough All-Star appearances. Joe Johnson made 6 All-Stars. Stephon Marbury made 2. Like, how can we, you know what I'm saying? And here's the thing about the Hall of Fame in basketball terms. They don't just take into your NBA career. They take what you did in college. They take what you did overseas. And if we're talking about that, he might have a chance because he is the biggest player in Beijing, China. All right. He pretty much changed Chinese basketball. He is the Michael Jordan over there. And that's real. You know, they got like 3 statues of that dude. And that's why he ain't leaving. You know, they treat him like Michael Jordan over there in China. But if you ask me, I would say no. So we'll start with Dante on this one. What you think about Stephon Marbury making the Hall of Fame?
I think he borderline. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did make it. I also wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. So It's like, hey, Steph, you know, you was a baller, and you was one of them guys. So I feel you.
Yeah, I mean,
Chauncey Billups though, I feel like he gonna make it.
I mean, if Chauncey Billups ain't in there yet, then I can't put Steph in there because Steph, I really don't have any memorable moments of Steph in winning. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he had some great plays or whatever, but I don't remember Steph at any point, you know, really doing anything besides the time he had KG. Him and KG was a good 1-2 punch, but I'm just not. It's nothing memorable with Steph, you know, when it comes to the NBA terms. So, you know, George, what you think about Stephon Marbury? Because I know you probably have something to say on it.
You know what you said it, Mike. If they account everything that you did, he's gonna get in. Period. Point blank. Because I think that's the problem I have with the pro basketball.
Pro basketball Hall of Fame. Yes,
it says pro basketball. It don't say NBA, right? NFL Hall of Fame. Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. This is pro basketball. They take foreigners and everybody. But you know what? I remember in 1995, back in St. Louis, when they had the Coca-Cola shootout, and Steph and his team from Lincoln came down to the kill. And when I say that man mesmerized me, I'm like, yo, who is this dude here, right? Steph was quick. I mean, he was explosive. And I think they played St. Charles West, and I believe he dunked on Ryan Robertson at the time. Ryan Robertson was the big local. Once again, prototypical white boy. They didn't want to make the hero out of St. Charles West. And when I say he put the yam on that boy, I said, this dude is remarkable, right? Mm-hmm. But then he went to Georgia Tech, left out his freshman year. Obviously got drafted, Mike, like you said, with Minnesota. Him and KG literally had something cooking until KG got that bag, then Steph wanted his bag, then Steph like, I'm out, right? You know what I mean?
No, that's not why he left. He left because he didn't want to be in Minnesota. He just didn't want to be there.
No, he didn't get his bag.
No, he spoke on it too, though. Like recently, he was
that man to get that bag. Because if you remember, that's when KG got the first $125 million contract, right? And Steph was due up soon, and it was like, nah, big dog. He was like, oh yeah, and he jetted. So again, but that has nothing to do with him getting in. It's just a story. But I do think if all of it is combined, he will get in. Do I think he should get in personally from an NBA standpoint? No.
And you know what?
If you don't take an international ball, put him
another reason why I feel like Steph shouldn't get in because he had one of the worst shoes of all time as well. The Starberry and Stephen Barry's was one of the worst shoes.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, he's trying to help the hood out, man.
I understand, bro. Make a better shoe than that, bro. That's up there with Al Harris. What's his name? The protege. Both them shoes are absolutely trash, bro.
Hey, now listen. Hey, now look. Hey, you hear me? Now look, with Stephen Barry's outside the shoes. Now you can't tell me them.
Yeah, Stephen Barry's. I had a whole bunch of them. I had the Tennessee. I had about 12 hoodies. That's the only place where I can splurge at for my mom and daddy.
Hey, boy, there's about $15 to get you a whole varsity jacket, a hoodie. Walk out and spend $100 to get a hundred jackets.
They told me about 6-7 hoodies out of there. I was excited, bro. And spent about $50 on 15 hoodies.
Stephen
Barry's, bro. And I give me 2 pair of shoes with it. That's where we stopped.
Oh no, wear no shoes.
That's where we not going. Hey, that's where we going. That's where I stop it. No, I'm not getting no Starberries. So we go there.
Get some $50 joints, man. Cut it out, man.
What you thinking? What you thinking, Meech?
Man, he gonna get in there just off of impact, man. That man was on a video game, man. They gonna put that man in there.
You could have said other reasons than that.
Man,
you could have said other reasons than that.
If they gonna put Billups in, dog, man, he gonna get in there too. He may be he may be 20 years from now, but they gonna put that man in eventually, bro.
Man,
do he deserve to be in there?
I don't think his career was good.
Not his accolades, but I think eventually they're gonna surrender and say, "Yeah, man, go and put that man in there."
And they might as well put everybody in, bro.
Everybody get in. Everybody get in.
George, just like what Dion said, man. Everybody get a jacket, but
everybody get
in a different house.
Put Jamal Crawford in there and all.
Yeah.
Put them all in there. Different house,
now, truth be told, Jamal Crawford is what is 6-time, $6 million.
He won it 4 times.
He should be in there. Real talk. He should be in there. Real talk.
Now that's a good. But once again, it's like now if Jamal Crawford make it, which I think he deserves, then a Stephon Marbury definitely should make it.
Man, everybody get in.
It's a free fall, bro.
It's just win. It's just when you get in.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Me just when they say, okay, come on in. You know what I mean?
It may not be now, 5 years. It may be 20 years from now. But he gonna get in.
They can let you in.
Hey,
if you dribble the basketball, yep. Yes.
Yeah. Kyle Lowry,
that's my dog. That's my dog.
Kyle Lowry can get in.
Championships, he got all that. I mean,
he played 17 years, bro, at a high level.
If you dribble the basketball, you getting in.
You're getting in.
If you had a decent career, don't do him like that.
If you had a decent career, bro, you get in the whole thing, bro. It just is what it is, bro. Pull a Latrell Sprewell in and John Starks and all them.
Latrell Sprewell.
Allen Houston, you might as well throw everybody up in there, bro.
Larry Hughes, all these
put all the Knicks in there. Go ahead.
Now hold on, wait. Now look. Now to this point though. Now think about this. Don't nobody really remember Allen Houston, but people remember Stephon Marbury.
But Allen
Houston was tough.
Allen Houston was nice.
No, he was nice, but he don't nobody remember him.
Bro, but you don't remember him because Steph was and people don't remember him because Steph was an exciting player, bro, and it was what Steph did in New York, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why.
At that time, New York was the pinnacle of basketball, which I don't think it is no more. You know, if you ask a New Yorker, they still think New York basketball players.
Everybody reason that was just talking now and say nothing about him because he played in New York. It had to do with everything else. So if we just got on here and start talking about this man changing the game with jackets and shoes and going over to China and then showing Sue Long Daddy how to play basketball, it is what it is, man.
Look, stop. Real talk. The reason why we wait a minute. The real talk why we really remember Stephon Marbury, dog. Y'all remember that Vaseline? That's why I remember that boy.
Shut up, clown. Just out of too long.
That's funny, bro.
George, bro. Sorry, George. What'd you say, George?
No. I said the real reason people remember Marbury because remember he had like a little middle breakdown. The boys on video on Snapchat or something eating Vaseline. Y'all remember that?
Vaseline. Yeah, I remember all that.
Yeah, he was going to cuckoo.
Yeah, he was cuckoo. Yeah, he was. He was going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
That man straight ate Vaseline.
He was eating
that
Vaseline.
was hella funny.
Hey,
I remember that.
He's not making it me. He's not making it just Vaseline and be up there.
He just eliminated himself, bro.
I'll be out there in Springfield and crowd like, wasn't that the Negro that was out there eating?
Hey, Mike, and I'll be right with you. We'll hold up a sign. Don't let him in. Don't let him in.
Tune in to the Mike to Mike podcast every week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks, and like always, see y'all next week.